Good evening and welcome to the Student Activity Center, where we are excited to bring you NACE Overwatch between your Central Michigan Chippewas and the Kent State Golden Flashes. I am Lincoln Dodds, along with, as always, Mr. Wazoo, and we are excited to commentate every moment for you guys tonight.
You want to... A little bit, my friend.
Mr. How are you feeling today?
It's pretty good. Tuesday. You know what? Actually, it's not okay. I missed a very important deadline today. That meant the whole thing. I had so much time over the weekend, and I thought it was due Thursday, but it was due today, and I'm very upset.
It's the worst assignment to have to go do. Having to write a creative writing story is always a fun time.
It's, you know what, but the thing is, I have it planned out. I have the bench, like the outline for, I guess it's weird to say an outline for a creative writing story because it's kind of just all in here, but, you know, it's not a happy story. It's very sad one.
Well, that is quite sad. All right, turning to the game we got going on today. Tuesday, coming off of a little bit of a rough performance in a somewhat unfortunate sort of twist of fate there.
Right.
CMU coming off a loss, going to play Kent State, which is not that much of a weaker opponent, but certainly is a sort of step down. How do you think CMU is going to be looking to bounce back after the unfortunate events that transpired last week?
I think they'll probably just come into this with kind of a fresh mindset, new week, and I mean, Thursday was what? It was 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. It was certainly, and all three maps were relatively close. They just couldn't get it quite over the finish line, which is, it's an unfortunate sort of situation there.
Yeah. So I think they're just, I mean, I know they've done some scouting. They were telling me before the match that they've seen kind of how this team plays and trying to figure out what comps they might be running so they maybe can target some bans. I heard they have a pretty good Mauga player, just in general. So I don't know if he's like a specifically Mauga main or not, but regardless, there's a ban there that is on the table for CMU, and now that they've seen them play just maybe a little bit at these scouting VODs and stuff, they'll hopefully be more prepared than.
We're at that point in the season now where VODs exist. There's a lot more scouting about everybody. And coming in with the new week, CMU also has a big change. For the first time in the year, we are going to see Graphy take the field, replacing Zack today. Zack has been an instrumental part of CMU's success so far this season. Graphy coming into that role. How do you think he's feeling right now over in the other room?
That's a good point. He's filling in for DPS, which is probably, I'm going to be honest, probably the easiest role to fill in for. So that's already good. That's good. It's good for him because, you know, getting a whole new support or getting a whole new tank would be, it'd be a pretty big mix-up. So I think having a new DPS is probably our best case scenario, or just a temporary new DPS for the day here today. But I hope they are excited.
I was going to say, I'm thinking he's going to be really excited, and I think he's probably praying that they do not have a good Tracer or a good Reaper, because he plays almost the exact same champion pool as Zack did, with the Soldier and being his number one pick. He also has a couple of others, mainly sharpshooters, hit-scan characters, sort of like that, where he can really try to be devastating. Do you think Zack's sort of looking over his shoulder here? I mean, I know he's been very solid for us all year, but do you think we could possibly see a little bit of a position battle here developing for that sort of marksman DPS?
I mean, maybe Graphy will hit a Widow shot on Kings.
I was gonna say maybe that would assert dominance. That would be like I am here. That would be amazing to see him try to hit a shot on Kings. Not something we've seen quite yet from Zack quite yet.
This season, I know he's done it in the past.
In the past, he definitely has. He not too far away from one, but it's just this season it hasn't quite happened yet. It's sort of it's in the past but not forgotten quite yet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm interested to see. Maybe he might pull some kind of ringer character out, though, which I would be interested to see. If there was kind of like a... I know he did say Ashe maybe, which we haven't seen much Ashe like at all.
I was going to say Ashe would be an interesting pick. That Bob ult is one of the most influential DPS ults in the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, overclock in the right hands on that Soldier can be almost as devastating, if not more devastating, because
definitely.
It is just absolutely insane.
Especially if you get the perk that allows you to go up to 150, which brings it back to release Sojourn, where it was one tapping people if you hit a headshot. So, those were the days, the dark times was Sojourn release. That was, I can't remember probably a more dominant DPS than that. Was Sojourn on Overwatch 2 release. That was evil.
I was going to say Sojourn on release was not an evil character because she's still a Call of Duty sort of character, but she was even more devastating than she is right now, and that's saying something because you log into any pro match in the entire world right now, you are seeing a Souljourn. There's just not a debate. There's only a few characters that are like that. Yeah, Souljourn is seen everywhere right now.
I mean, she's just got a really good kit. We might as well just talk about her, I guess, as well.
So she's played a big enough role this season that it is worth giving her a little bit of her own section.
Yeah, so it is like her honestly primary is a little odd as it's pseudo projectile. It's a very fast projectile, but it is technically considered a projectile weapon and not hit scan. However, her right click as soon as she charges it up is most definitely a hit scan attack, and her what used to be a slow feel is her E, the big kind of ball of I don't know what it is, like electricity.
It's a ball of energy sort
of
thing. Like
kind of like plasma or whatever it is. Used to slow people and give her energy. Now it just kind of does damage. It's more kind of just an AoE damage thing. You can get a perk to make it slow people, which is a pretty good perk, but you also take away from getting the 150 uptime on overclock. Because typically overclock will only go up to 100 unless you have the perk that brings it up to 150, which allows it to do a lot more damage.
I was going to say, she has a very interesting kit as a character like that because she has that zone control with her energy ball, as you mentioned, really denying space against, because most of the squishies can't stand in that because they'll be decimated very quickly. So that ability to be able to control an area as well as outdealing damage is really what separates her from, say, the Soldier 76. Yeah. Outside of the obvious.
And of course, Power Slide, her main kind of method of movement, is... Yeah, I mean, it's what it sounds like. It's a big slide, and you can do a big jump at the end if you hit a spacebar at the right time. There is a perk that allows you to charge up 50 energy while you're sliding, which is pretty good because it allows you kind of maybe retreat from somebody while also charging up a shot, and then maybe tap them as soon as you take
like
the jump.
Parting shot. A parting shot it's a cool ability. It certainly is, I think, worse than probably its other, which is an increased ammo if I'm remembering correctly.
I honestly prefer the charging slide one.
I think it comes down to what sort of situation you're in. Yeah. Because if you're really getting mauled by a Tracer or a Reaper, you're gonna want the increase from sliding. Yeah. But if you're doing fine in the back line, your supports are healing you up, you have good control of the flanks. Yeah. The other one is much more advantageous because you can hold the corners more effectively.
Yeah. So I think the main thing to think about with Sojourn is really just to always be firing that primary, so you're always charging up a shot, because you always want to be a threat.
Yeah, definitely. Looking into this game number 1 on Lijiang Tower.
Oh my goodness, it's not Samoa. Holy crap.
It is truly a new day. Not seeing Samoa is a sight of beauty, at least for me, for seeing this, because we are finally away and out of the nightmare that it is.
We're off the beach and into the tower.
Certainly.
Thankfully, it's great. Look at the difference. Looking at CMU, so different. Thank goodness.
Do you think they play a reactionary game plan, or do you think they play when going into a plane? Do you think they switch depending on the tank and try to play that rock paper scissors, or do you think they just lock in? We've seen the JQ right now.
It seemed like they were pretty confident in their plan before the match started, so I think they're willing to just kind of stick it out and see how this first map goes, which we're on, I believe it's Control Center here first.
Yes. Their plan being running the JQ and running the Mei to sort of work with that JQ to be ultra effective. Right. Graphy here is going to switch off onto the McCree, which is a solid pick on this option.
And there's the Mauga.
There's the Mauga that just got on so much attention for the CMU team on this very first engagement. Freed here taking a lot of damage, and he's going to get absolutely blown up by the combination of the DPSs. Turtles here going to narrowly survive the push. Unfortunately, going to get taken out by the opposing support. AZ is going to be forced back.
He should have stayed in there.
All the way back to spawn.
Probably should have stayed in that ice cube there. I also saw the blue card Tracer kind of just stop in place and just get shot by AZ there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a little bit rough. CMU's got to come back, and we are seizing momentum. Not that the very first engagement often means anything, because now we're going to see what they look like when they are off of their game plans. Like the first drive doesn't really mean a whole lot. Yeah. CMU is going to have an opportunity here. Free here is going to have to isolate that venture. He's going to kind of pin him down. Unfortunately, going to be seen that JQ is going to struggle into Mauga because he has so much more survivability than JQ, as CMU is going to be unfortunately faced with a team kill there.
Yeah.
As they're going to be able to retreat back into the hallway.
It's a bit of a problem, I think, with oh look, here comes a D.Va. That they said that they told me, oh, we won't play D.Va unless it gets really bad. Well, here comes D.Va.
Oh, maybe it's gotten really bad already. As Turtles here is going to be forced in, that D.Va will have a much more favorable matchup. Big pulse bomb there and a blue card to secure 2 kills there out of CMU. Freed here is going to be forced off point. Without both those healers, he's going to be really in a bad place, as AZ unfortunately is going to get also taken down. Turtle's going to strike a little bit back though.
He gets one guy. I wonder which stuck individual walked into the other there.
I was going to say, I don't think they quite realized it, but it is... One pulse bomb is really not ideal in a big group.
Kent State's here at 4 ults now that they've used that pulse bomb.
There comes one. Mauga ulted out. I'm not sure he got anybody in it, though.
I don't think he hit anybody with that. Okay, I mean, that's good. We'll take it.
AznZing here is going to be forced into a rough spot. That May pick is not often what he's most comfortable on. Oh, here comes Excavation, trying to get that peak.
Oh, you got to watch out for that.
Unfortunately, he's going to get taken out. Raspberry's going to get cleared. Freed and Graphy both also going to go down. And CMU faced with most likely another full team kill, as Turtles is going to be able to retreat back into spawn. This is looking dire for CMU. It may be time. We're just going to try to get a touch on this first point, try to build some sort of momentum. Here comes the ult on from Wu Yang. Try to get that touch on point. He's going to get a touch.
It does allow him to get on the point, but it won't allow him to do much else. This is a Lucio here, kind of just contesting it. Being able to kind of just hop behind. They are able to capture
a double kill. In the backline, he does have ult that's available. He's trying to get up Lucio, just not be able to. Unable to pop self-destruct either.
No, he popped it.
Oh, no, he did. He got it off before he died. Unfortunately, it's not going to do too current much, as CMU is going to be forced down here. Turtle's trying to get a touch. It's going to be out most likely. He's going to keep the touch going.
Doesn't look like they know that Turtles is on point right now.
Oh, wait. Unfortunately, it's going to get out-dueled there by Frosty Knight. Secure it. Raspberry's going to get a kill there at the very end, but overall, first round for CMU, they seem a little bit frazzled.
Yeah, Mauga's definitely a tough character to go into, especially as JQ as we started. Mauga's lifesteal is just so vastly above JQ's that it's very hard to kind of out brawl him or out sustain his lifesteal when it compared to JQ, because JQ's lifesteal comes from her inflicting bleed with her knife and her axe, and if you can't hit those, and it's also a very kind of slow trickle. Mauga's is very fast considering how much damage he can pump out and how quickly it's able to just kind of just I don't know, like regurgitate back into his own health bar.
And saying his survivability is probably at the very max on that map, because it's a big hallway, and when you're really close, you cannot miss with those guns.
It's the same thing with that Venture ult as well, as it is perfect for just spraying the entire ground in a cone.
Definitely. CMU here might be able to get a pick here early on that Mauga. Unfortunately, not going to be able to quite secure it. AznZing is going to be pushed up. That Mauga is now isolated. Unfortunately not. They break out using the Venture.
Nice
Great wall here out of May.
Beautiful,
AznZing
really.
looking to come back. Graphy is going to finally get that kill on Gerbil, the Mauga player. As AznZing's going to force him back. Raspberry also going to get a kill. Unfortunately, Raspberry is going to go down as the point is still not claimed.
Oh, yeah.
Tracer's probably on there. Tracer's going to back off.
Probably stalking around the back, yeah.
Going back to the JQ on this map is much more favorable. He will be able to mitigate a lot of the issues he has, though it's still definitely not a good win. Great Maywall once again to separate that Mauga, but he does have a lot of self-sustain himself.
Yeah.
As Turtles here is going to be forced back. A blue card kills Raspberry, which is going to seriously hinder CMU.
I think I heard him yell from the other room.
Screaming from the other room. There comes the Venture on point. Freed's going to get a very quick kill there. Great phase rush there by Turtles. As Frosty Knight's going to kill Graphy.
It's not looking too bad, though. I mean, Graphy does go down, though.
It's an absolute brawl as AznZing's unfortunately going to go down.
Yeah,
not going to put enough kill here as Turtles.
Maybe get the Lucio, though. Yeah.
He is going to secure the kill on the opposing Lucio before going down to Mauga. CMU is doing very well to isolate the Mauga, but they also are having the issues of once you have an Mauga isolated.
Yeah, the fact that there's a Mauga.
I was gonna say, even if you isolate him, he's got 6 seconds where if he's doing damage, he can't die. So,
I don't think the Reaper would be too bad here. Maybe even Bastion.
I would say a Bastion, a Reaper would both be very solid. Just force him to into a weird. Here comes Gerbil out with the big ult.
Oh no, I think
Maywall is also out. Raspberry just gained ult. Graphy's
Nobody
gonna kill
goes
Gerbil.
down, but I do hear a Wu Yang ult.
Wu Yang ult out. Here comes Lucio's.
And a Carnage.
Great kill there by
Wow,
Raspberry
yeah,
on
nice.
Frosty Knight.
I did see Freed ult as
Raspberry
well.
with a double kill there. Push him back. There comes the Tracer recall. There's a lot of cooldowns out.
Running.
As CMU can push him off. That was great usage. Oh, because of Malgus. Malgus back in the back line. And the supports are unfortunately isolated a little bit. It's going to be a shooting.
You gotta watch out though.
gallery
You
for
gotta, that heal
Tracer.
orb is so clutch there.
Graphy's going to once again take out Gerbil. Graphy's absolutely got his number tonight.
I think that, yeah, that it's just a matter of sustain. It's a real sustain battle. No, as we say, nobody dies in Overwatch 2.
I was going to say.
You know, with the right amount of healing, you cannot go down.
Exactly, and that may be able to inadvertently isolate this Venture. Being able to get the kill, not going to be quite able to. Graphy's going to be forced to retreat as the Malga is directly on top of him.
Oh, yeah, he's a little low, but that Tracer is just not able to close out any kills right now. Oh, but I do hear that. Wow.
There comes the big excavation. It's going to secure one as CMU is going to be down 3. It's anybody's game still.
Nice kill,
Raspberry's
though.
going to get a very nice kill. Unfortunately, under review is going to secure 3, and we can see perks are all active. It is the end game officially now.
See, that Malga with seems to be, what was that, 14k damage?
So that's a lot of damage out of that Malga. It's really showing the importance.
Yeah.
Having a good tank is probably the most important thing to any singular Overwatch team. And
Especially
it's really showing it
5v5,
today.
yeah.
Especially in 5v5. As they've got to isolate Gerbil here and try to get the kill. Graphy does have...
Graphy just can jump by
He's gonna
that
get
Venture
absolutely
there.
jumped by the Venture.
Right, as soon as
he's
he
going to
gets
stay
ult,
on his
too.
back.
He's gonna
He's
go in with it?
unfortunately not going to be able to get the kill. There
Yeah.
comes... May does have ult. MJQ does as well.
Oh, pulse bomb as soon as they jump out of the ice block. That's very important. Nice knife, though. That was really
Free
good
here is going
throw.
to be able to turn this fight if he can get a kill on blue card. Raspberry does not have a lot of health.
yeah,
Unfortunately, he's going to go
yeah.
down. And that Jake, and he's going to get popped up here. Freed, unfortunately, is not going to be able to hold the point as CMU has won. After not going to quite be able to secure it.
Looks like only Graphy and Turtles are trying to run it, but Turtles high speed run out of there.
I was going to say, and AZ, oh no,
Oh,
Turtle's
no.
going to get knocked into the area. He's not going to have enough sustain for a fully charged Malga. It's under review.
Yeah.
Secures the double kill. Here comes a big ult from May, but it's all for naught as Kent State secures round 1, and CMU has officially been punched in the mouth.
Yeah, that's a very smart thing to do when it comes to Malga ult, is you can kind of just place it in the lane that your opponent would need to walk through to get to points, so you can just stop them from absolutely going forward like at all. It's very scummy, but you know, it works.
I was going to say, and see, we're seeing the absolute issue that CMU had with Gerbil as he secures play of the game with a incredible amount of damage pumped out all at the same time. CMU certainly here is on the back foot unexpectedly against Kent State.
Yeah. It's that Malga, man. He will
Malga
do.
is concerning.
He has been a very contentious hero ever since his release, because everybody's always thought, oh, he's way too strong, he has way too much sustain, he has way too much health, and I partially agree with that. I mean, his ability to sustain himself and his just ginormous health pool is something that has caused many a team to crumble under his feet.
I was going to say, how fast do you think CMU types in "We ban Malga" on the next map? I think it's probably 10 to 15 seconds.
That would be smart, but like I said, he's not like.
I mean, he's not overpowered. We never see him in pro play.
Yeah.
But it's because he has some very glaring weaknesses that if you can exploit, he's not the greatest at actually being a tank.
I do think something like I do think a Reaper would benefit, because that would cause him to be a little more, I guess, mindful about him running into CMU, and if we just have a Reaper there waiting for him to kind of just chunk a bunch of his health away, he would probably be a little more cautious about kind of running in like that. But he's a very difficult character to deal with, and he's seen to lower ranks. He is very dominant in the lower ranks. He's as well.
Everybody below about Diamond, it's his absolute nightmare. That is
he's the mid-ladder menace. We'll call him that. Yeah. We'll use the Clash Royale term into here.
Mid-ladder, anywhere below Diamond, probably. That's where we're going to categorize that. Anything below, he is the absolute nightmare of these teams.
Yeah.
CMU, if you're going to exploit the weaknesses of Malga, do you think there's a champion pick? Do you think we're going to see a transfer back to something else weird, or do you think we're just going to see the ban straight out?
I think I'm unsure if Ana was banned, but I'm going to assume they were, considering nobody
I was going to say, Ana is the traditional ban.
Yeah, because Ana is very good at taking Mauga down, as the anti-heal is so strong against him. And I mean, Kent State can't ban Ana again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would just kind of use that if the Mauga is running over you too much. Ana's just a very good tank shutdown character in general. Sleep Dart is also very helpful.
Say as soon as you can hear, he has a very audible, loud sound effect when he pops the healing ability.
Yeah,
and if you just anti him, as soon as he pops it, as soon as he screams it out,
he's got a big kind of glowing effect as well. He'll laugh, and then you'll see a big kind of glowing effect around him when he does it. And I don't know if he grows a bit bigger, but he'll probably pull up a stance where he's a bit more kind of
He seems a little bit bigger.
Yeah. He'll be more cheerful. He's a jolly guy, you know.
He's quite a jolly human being.
He doesn't have a Santa skin, though. He should really have one.
He could. He only has a rugby skin. That's the only skin I know of that is actually solid out of him. He doesn't have a whole lot.
Because I think the only person with a Santa skin is Torbjorn.
It's true.
So I think he would do a really good Santa.
Yeah, I was going to say, looking at what we're looking at next, we have Hybrid. I think Hybrid is less favorable game mode for Mauga overall. He is still at least solid, because Mauga's solid on every map. He's at lower elos, he's like Sigma, where he's useful in any situation. He's a utility knife.
Yeah.
But in Hybrid, at these higher ranks, he is less effective overall.
Yeah.
So do you think we would still see the Sigma, and do you think we still see the Mauga get played on Hybrid if he doesn't get banned?
I think it's possible. Especially if it's Kings. I mean, I feel like he can kind of just run down the street in Kings and kind of just stomp people. There's a lot less area for people to run away from his kind of charge on Kings, especially. And, I mean, Freak could respond with a Reinhardt. I think just turning around and just charging that Mauga might not be the worst. It's probably not the best idea, but it's an idea, I guess, if they think they can pull it off.
I was going to say, my thing is, if you play Reinhardt and you stick him, you force the rest of your team to just 1v1. If you force a giant brawl between the DPSs and supports.
Yeah.
And for CMU, who has a very solid lineup of DPSs and a very solid lineup of supports, especially Raspberry, who at some points has been almost too much like a DPS, where he's charging in and doing. I would give the odds to Raspberry, led by the other three, rest of them, in a brawl against almost any team in the entire division. So I think playing somebody that can just displace the Mauga and force the rest of the team to really show what they're made of would really be beneficial for CMU.
Yeah, it's a tough decision as well, because his run makes him unstoppable. He is completely immune to any and all CC, so no hog hook, no charge, no sleep dart, no anything. It's a lot. Well, it's just like Orisa Fortify, really, but he's actually running directly at you.
Yeah, he's unstoppable.
He is rapidly approaching your location, and you will be terminated within the next 3 seconds.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. He is truly just. He's so annoying.
Yeah.
He charges directly
and
at you.
He does it all with a smile on his face, too. You'll see those pearly whites as soon as he digs his boot into your face. As soon as he stops, you're gone, man.
So as long as we don't see Mauga's Mauga, let's just be honest. As long as we don't see a weird sort of, weird thing that really enables Mauga, like an Ana to enhance Mauga with that nano would be so annoying. And it would really try to boost him even further. In terms of looking forward, beyond that point, because I just got lost in the sauce there a little bit, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Looking forward, we are going to Kings Row. As you mentioned, the Mauga ground is still plentiful. Do you think we see him get picked here?
If he's not banned by CMU, okay, never mind. We're banning Orisa.
The ban is in, and it is Orisa, which is an unsuspected sort of pick. There has also been a roster swap for Kent State. They swapped off of Gerbil and onto a player known as Foggy, that is an interesting pick.
Maybe
Gerbil.
Not a Mauga player.
Maybe an Orisa player. Maybe they just have two tanks. One of them is a Mauga one trick, one of them is an Orisa one trick.
It's possible.
I
mean, we like one tricking bad heroes. I agree. Not us.
Orisa
people
is not a bad champion. It's not my fault she can be invincible for like 12 seconds with little to no side effects.
I'm sorry, we main our boosted characters. It's very difficult for us to not do that. And it seems they are banning Cass.
I mean,
interesting ban. I feel like. Maybe that Tracer play was just really upset about it. I don't know.
I mean, and CMU has been really good at dealing with Tracers ever since they had a really big issue week 1 against Miami, Ohio. Ever since they've gotten just absolutely sort of ran over by a tracer.
Yeah.
They've really worked on it, and they've nullified nearly every single tracer that they've fought since then.
Mm-hmm.
So that growth throughout the season shows that they are developing as a team, because week 1 to week 5, I think we're at now.
Yeah.
It's night and day when dealing with the flankers.
Mm-hmm. And that's very good, especially since we don't like to play Brig.
I was gonna say, I mean, Brig is a nice option, honestly.
I think Brig isn't even that bad. You see, the thing with Brig is that she got heavily nerfed after she was so dominant for a long time, and then everybody's like, well, nobody should play Brig ever again. Now that she's dumpster tier, no, we never want to see Brig anymore. I have seen multiple times where I've been playing with my friend, duo supporting, and he'll play Brig, and then everyone on the team's like, well, we have a Brig, so we just lost.
I mean, Brig
That's a crazy thing to say.
Brig is a little bit unique in sort of how she plays, as she is the farthest thing from a true healer in the entire game, because she has the least amount of just absolute healing. So
I don't even think it's that bad. I think people just don't know. I think people don't know Brig. People just don't know how to play that character.
That's also fair, as she has a huge amount of issues with the character. As a tank-ish support, there always has to be somebody that fills that role, because
well, she was very good at anti-flank when she came out, because that shield bash was a stun. Lord have mercy, that idea is just absurd to me.
Yeah, it does seem a little bit absurd that
with
they give that a support.
Such a high damage whip shot you could just follow up right after. It was just absolute nightmare for tracers. I think tracer was just completely phased out of that meta.
Probably
you just
back to Genji.
You couldn't do it. You just had somebody shield bash you, whip shot, you were gone. You was over.
And now you don't have nearly that cool stuff, because
now
anti-flank is such a different game than it was.
It's like the what's the trend? And I'm trying to think back to my Bio 111 class in my freshman year. You know, when you take away the predators, the prey population will just exponentially increase. So when you have Brig be bad, the tracer population will skyrocket.
I think that's probably true for almost everything, because if you decrease, it's supply and demand.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we could attribute it to supply and demand as well.
You can attribute everything to supply and demand.
Yeah,
the business student in myself is coming out a little bit. CMU Kent State.
We're students first. Remember, everybody.
This one was not we had a little bit of technical issues, as you can see from right here. A little bit of a confusion. Somebody kicked the power cord on 3 of the computers for Kent State, and unfortunately, 3 of them got disconnected.
It would seem that way.
Sombra EMP was out. But we should be getting right back into the game here in just a moment. CMU will be defending first. What are your opinions? I mean, we sort of went over this last week, but in terms of a developing strategy, what do you do to defend Kings? What's the key points?
I mean, the Rhine May is always just a very good pick on this map, especially if you're dealing with the Mauga or even an Orisa, somebody who just likes to kind of rush in. Which, I mean, Orisa is mostly bunker.
We'll be seeing an Orisa this time.
Oh yeah, Orisa is completely phased out, I forgot.
Yeah, so I think it probably... I don't like to assume, because...
But you kind of just bait the other tank in, wall them off, and then you kind of just collapse on them.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Mauga...
That's kind of what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, being able to break up such a long sight line is... It's very important for them to be able to do that kind of thing.
Foggy wants to play some JQ. We've seen a lot of JQ. He's not even that good, but I'm happy to see it.
We have seen JQ. JQ is an interesting pick because she's not a main battle tank. She's really more of a secondary DPS almost, preparing for 6v6 all of her life sort of tank. But I mean, if Freed and Froggy are both playing it, it's always intriguing to see.
Yeah. So we still have that Tracer, we still have that Venture, and we still have that Lucio. So it doesn't seem like Kent State wants to change up that much. That Tracer's already running around.
That Tracer, they're not going to be able to stop that Tracer being able to burst unless it's a headshot from Graphy himself.
Oh, there's a Tracer running right onto Raspberry. It seems like Raspberry is kind of the main person that Tracer is kind of honed in on.
Oh, there comes the Tracer back up top, trying to secure the kill on Graphy. Yeah. Every second that Tracer can divert, Froggy's going to secure the first kill of the game on Freed. Every second that Graphy cannot be looking down sights is a win for that Tracer, as under review is also going to secure the kill at blue card. It's going to also secure a kill on Graphy. Raspberry is going to be forced back into to try to grab a health pack, as he is no self-healing himself.
So I think we can get more an insight into Kent State's ban onto McCree here, as he is just a very good counter to Tracer with his not flashbang, not magnetic grenade. Now it's, I don't know, concussive grenade, I assume.
Yep.
Whatever it is, the hinder grenade, we'll call it, I guess.
In fact, Turtles here is going to get absolutely attacked in the back room. Freed, avenging him quickly, though, as CMU is going to be forced into sort of a weird spot here. They're going to be forced to seed all the way up into that gate, but using the platform above, they should be able to gain. CMU is struggling to keep that Tracer. I might have jinxed them a little bit with saying how good they were at defending the Tracer. They are struggling because right where Freed was.
Yeah, Freed really wanted to get a piece of that Tracer as well.
I was going to say, maybe time, and CMU's going to be forced back. I'm hearing a second, and blue card also is going to secure a kill. Freed here is going to be shoved back into objective. Unfortunately, Foggy's going to secure his second kill of the game on Freed. Mighty concerning so far.
Yeah,
as Raspberry is going to be forced back. That Tracer is on the case for dealing with Raspberry.
Okay, he makes it up though.
Freed is struggling.
Yeah, I'm worried as well, because I know I said Brig is like probably the play here, especially because she could kind of boot back that JQ as well as shield bash that Tracer. But I just don't think anyone here plays that.
I was going to say, I don't think we have a Brig player. Brig is a unique champion in 28. You need to be able to play her.
You got to put in the time.
Rush, dueling Kitsune Rushes both out, as CMU is going to force under review is going to secure the kill on AZ. No kill is going to be able to happen. As under review is going to secure a second kill here. Freed forced into sort of an awkward spot as being forced back. Blue card secures one. Under review is going to score her third kill, or his third kill of the match. As blue
under review is kind of going crazy on Venture right now.
To say that Venture pick is very difficult to deal with. In terms of alt, CMU is 1-1 with Kent State, though Junker Queen alt is up in just a moment, so the combination of May and a JQ alt could be very effective.
I agree, but Kent State also has their own. They could respond to CMU's ult right now. It seems like they're maybe running for it right now.
Here's what they wanted to do. Unfortunately, not going to quite be able to do it. Blue card. That dive was very scary, and the Reckoning is out as Foggy's going to secure the kill on it. Turtle's going to stab him before he goes down as Foggy takes one kill and a star.
And they're running in the spawn room. And he's got a knife in him. I hope he has the, he has the unstoppable perk. Okay.
Here comes Reckoning out for CMU. Under review is going to take down Raspberry as he's just really going to.
And Lucio beats a very good counter to
AznZing pops his ult, not going to be able to secure anybody in it though, as Kent State seem to be ready for it. Under review, Foggy are both going to clean up, as Raspberry, if he goes in here, is going to be forced to sort of just get messed up.
Yeah, he's not even going to, I don't blame him.
Yeah, just not even worth it.
Well, under review made sure.
It's going to secure it. As CMU really struggling. The name of the game here is looking at the damage numbers, as the supports from CMU are really struggling compared to that Venture.
I think CMU might have dug a little bit of a hole for themselves by banning that Orisa. Orisa would go really good into this Foggy JQ, and they kind of banned their best counter into it.
I would definitely agree with you on that, is that the Orisa would go very well.
I think Kent State might be thinking like 3 steps ahead with this game plan.
I mean, it definitely is a possibility. It'd be interesting to see what the scouting department came up with when it came to dealing with Foggy, because the substitution was before the Orisa, I believe, before the Orisa ban. So if they thought Foggy was going to play Orisa, it would have made sense to see the ban right away.
I kind of didn't even think about that until like right now, but there's a very real possibility Kent State might just be absolutely mind gaming right now. And
4D chessing.
Honestly, they might be playing a bit of 4D chess here. Anyway, I'd like to say something about that Lucio ult onto the JQ ult there. It's super good way to cancel out JQ ult, because his ult is not healing, it is over health. Compared to something like Zen Trans, which will do nothing to a JQ ult. Over health is considered a different thing, so it will still give everybody the health no matter what.
I was gonna say it's
outside.
Healing
doesn't even matter.
It's outside of the anti-heal. It's one of those things that it is one of the best ways. Freed's gonna catch a knife straight out of the gate. CMU here is going to be forced into sort of a tough spot because even if they push to the very end, unless they win every single fight all the way to the edge, they're going to be down on time regardless. As Freed here is going to...
Kent State throwing the Wu Yang out for the first time.
As I say, starting up is a solid pick on this map.
Oh,
he's got to stay connected. As that Tracer's proven to be such an issue for that backline of CMU. Under review is going to finally get the kill here on Freed. As
Graphy was playing Widow. I didn't even notice.
He was switching on to Widow. He got his one shot, probably a little more than one shot, but unfortunately not going to be able to quite secure it.
Yeah.
CMU is running the interesting sort of lineup where they have AZ or AznZing right on his hip instead of...
I'm a bit worried about that hog, but...
I was going to say the hog pick into Inda. Sorry.
Oh, Turtles is just taken out.
I was going to say Turtles, unfortunately, is going to go down safe from my words, unfortunately.
Oh, wow. That kunai will do that.
Huge amount of damage that will push him down. Freed here is going to really get separated and taken out by Foggy. As CMU is just struggling to get anything going today.
I don't know. It's tough to say what they should do right now. I mean,
they're really going to get restricted here. They're playing the high ground. Kent State is playing that high ground perfectly, utilizing the both offense and defensive capabilities of that Kiriko very well. Freed here has got to stay together with Raspberry.
Yeah.
And Raspberry does. Wu Yang is very strong right now, but he is not at all an infinite healer.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I would kind of like to see CMU maybe try to...
out. He's forced off. Freed here is going it alone, unfortunately. As a blue card takes out AZ, blue card is going to get a self-kill. Here comes...
Oh, but Foggy does go down to Freed, actually. So that's good. That's a bit of time. That's like a slim window CMU has to kind of just rush the point right now.
I was going to say they should be able to just rush straight in, utilize the death ball that they're sort of forming with the hog to sort of just push it down.
Yeah, he's just got to walk.
I was say he's just got to walk. Utilize killers from the Yang. Unfortunately, he's not going to get that hook.
I don't know. He went for that really dirty hook. I don't know about that.
I say missing another hook. Unfortunately, here from Freed, CMU is going to be forced. That is a rough area to shove.
Big penless hog is
Here comes the Wu Yang ult onto hog.
That's good though. He gets that.
But blue card double kill.
Yeah.
The supports and heal as a blue card's going to secure a triple kill. And Astoria is going to be just the hog on point. Freed here is going to go after the Kiriko backline. Our apologies. The soldier went up the backline, and they're going to be forced back.
Okay. That's my problem with playing hog these days. Is if you don't hit that hook, you are nothing.
I was going to say, it comes down completely to being able to hit those hooks. If he misses, it's not possible. The Wu Yang
that guy's running
out all the way to the
Look at him go.
Absolutely posting as Echo's going to get the ult off. Freed's going to secure the kill and under reviewed, but that is a fast walk back as Blue Card and Frosty Knight both secure a kill.
Yeah.
CMU is in a rough spot with just 38 seconds left. If they can get a touch, it would be...
I see AC going to Freya. Late swap. I just don't think this hog can do it.
I was going to say, I'm not sure the hog has enough stopping power to be able to keep his supports.
You need to bunker. That's the problem. We banned the best bunker.
That's true. And once again, Freed here.
Oh no, he walks away from the wave.
Get separated from his wave, and unfortunately is going to go down. CMU struggling to make any pressure happen up front. As they've got to really push it. The overclock is out from a blue card, and he is going to be so dangerous with that. CMU's getting really forced off point. They're not going to be able to get anything going.
Doomfist running in there, and
he's not going to be able to get the kill. Under review is going to get the double kill. As Kent State will secure the second round of this series and really push CMU onto the ropes.
Yeah, because that was, I mean, hold spawn the entire time on Kings is never what you really want to see. It's, I don't know, these tank picks are really just driving CMU. And I think the combination of just the double flank in Kent State as well is just kind of putting CMU in just an overwhelmed position where they feel like they're being attacked from all angles right now. Considering to be attacked by the JQ from the front, and then the Venture are like from below basically, and then the Tracer from whatever direction she teleports to. It's just like, I don't know, everything just feels like it's stacked against them here.
I was going to say, it's really not enabling. That Soldier pick we mentioned is very strong and it's very effective, but if you have to deal with that many flankers where you really can't be shooting down range very much, it's sort of like when you have a good quarterback. You have to have a clean pocket to be as good as you can be.
Oh, yeah.
And Souljoin has not had a clean pocket at all. She's been Joe Burrow. this and absolutely getting flanked from all angles, unable to really be able to aim down range and do anything this game, unfortunately. But there is still time. CMU will have one more round, pushing on to Flashpoint, which has been up and down game mode for CMU this year. They've been very solid in some points and a little bit lacking on other points. I'm assuming it's going to be Servasa because it's always Servasa.
It's always.
What are your thoughts?
It's always Servasa, but maybe CMU throws a Hail Mary, they go to new junk, even though, Kent State has been very proficient with the junk so far.
I would not. That would be the one map I would say absolutely not to.
Yeah, but it'd be funny though.
It would be. It would be funny to see them go to new junk.
Come on, Atlas, baby, Atlas, come on.
Maybe it's time to throw the Hail Mary and go to Atlas.
Throw somebody in, throw them in there, come on.
As it could be interesting to see.
Escort, actually, it looks like. Oh dear.
Well, we will get all that figured out. We are going to come back here in just a moment for round 3. Thank you all, and stay with us when we come back. Sorry. All right, and we are back. We're getting ready for round 3 here in the Esports Center. We have just got your bans in. It is breaking news, and the 2 bans are Kiriko and Reaper going into this round. What do you think of those 2 bans?
I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I understand the Kiriko ban mildly. I mean, each team has played Kiriko the entire match. I don't really see her as a problem for us, though. So.
I imagine that was the Kent State ban.
Okay.
And then they're going to play Malga. That's my imagination. Yeah. Not that we also saw Gerbil get subbed back in, which it doesn't take a genius to discover that if Gerbil gets subbed back in, the Malga's coming out.
Yeah.
But in terms of that, seeing the Reaper get banned on our side is a little bit peculiar.
I don't
to
understand
say the
that
very
one
least.
at all. Nobody's even played Reaper, and Reaper would be good into the Malga, so I'm unsure about the Reaper. He's not even that good on Junkertown either.
No, it doesn't. I'm trying to see the angle they're trying to play.
I would rather them ban a Widow on Junkertown or something like that, or I don't know, maybe an Ashe or something. Definitely not Reaper.
I mean, maybe they're gonna.
Maybe the Venture. The Venture ban wouldn't have been bad either.
Actually, maybe.
Is all I'm saying.
I think I know the angle they're trying to play. I think they're gonna lock in Winston. Freed's very comfortable on Winston. They know the Reaper is deadly against the Winston. They lock in Winston. They try to dive the back line to make the Malga non-factor.
Okay. I understand.
That's the angle I think they're going to try. They're going to play a hard dive combo, bring out the Lucio, bring out Turtles on the Moira, and try to just force pressure, almost sacrifice Graphy to the Tracer, and do a hard dive into their backline and really try to force something.
Yeah, that's the only problem is Graphy does not fit really into that comp at all. Unless he just, like I said, he's got some random pocket pick to pull out here.
He does have, out of Zack does have a very large pool. But
I mean, even a Pharah wouldn't be that bad.
I think I've seen him on Pharah before. It's a possibility.
I don't even feel like the Pharah would be that bad.
No, definitely.
Especially against a Venture Tracer. I mean, you'd be pretty good, honestly.
You're almost invincible against Venture if you're at Pharah.
Yeah, it'd be very hard for the Venture to get a decent advantage on you, unless they generally caught you out just in the middle of nowhere.
Which does happen sometimes.
It can happen for sure.
But I think that's probably why they banned the Reaper, to put a little bit more clarification, as the angle's probably there for a Winston pick. I would imagine. If the Winston doesn't get picked, I'm going to be almost lost for words because I would have no idea what angle they were trying to play at all.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't blame you either. That would be a bit very odd. I don't think I'd understand it at all.
Yes, I wouldn't understand it at all. But in terms of the map pick, we have the option. We have Sarasa, which we've seen every single week, and then we have Junkertown.
Well, we're doing Escort, not a Flashpoint, it would seem, so.
It appears we're doing Escort, which is... I'm always down for a little bit of Escort. Escort's fun. It's amazing. I really enjoy it. I'm not sure how well our commissioner, Mr. Luke Theus, will think about this, but it's fine that we go to Escort anyway. Maybe a little bit of a gentleman's agreement going into round 3, which is a little bit of fun.
Yeah, tons of fun at a cheap price.
CMU playing on Escort. Unknown game mode, at least for us as commentators. What do you think we're going to see?
The hazard here. Okay. So I guess they do want to do the dive here, but Graphy on the Widow is probably... Wait, did Kiriko not get banned?
I thought Kiriko did. I got possibly not. I could have been wrong.
Tweaking. Okay, well, I thought Kiriko was banned.
Well, apparently not. Turtles was locking in the Kiriko.
Yeah, so did Frosty, so I guess Kiri was not the ban here. Reaper was probably banned, but I don't know. Okay, well,
I was going to say, we're going to see how this is going to play out. AznZing actually on his main here in the Echo, which does have a lot of room to fly. As you can see, you're being able to overview the entire town.
Yeah.
So Metro pick may actually be seen here, as Metro can be solid on this map overall. Ramatra also picked. A little bit of a weird deviation compared to the Malga, though.
Yeah, I think the Symmetra is mainly a way to just get that Ramatra up onto high ground.
Certainly, and Genji coming out from a sub-in and Yinda from Kent State. A big trade there as trades with Freed. Certainly not a net positive for CMU, as they're going to be forced back. AznZing going to be able to get above the building.
Just gets taken down by the Ramatra staff.
Unfortunately, as Gerbil securing a second kill and really forcing CMU back on the back foot early. in this third round.
CMU should definitely try to stop this payload, but I don't think they are going to. I think they might see it as maybe a lost cause.
I was going to say, especially because...
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, somebody's on.
AznZing does not quite have. I think he bonked off the top and started falling. Mighty unfortunate from that. Graphy's going to just be able to shoot down above. Ideally, in a perfect world, that's what you want to do, but with the Genji,
that's just going to chase Graphy down.
Absolutely chase them down. Frosty Knight's also going to secure a kill on Turtles, as Kent State's going to keep this payload moving.
You know, we've been in this situation before where Armacho was a real problem, and you know, I offered the Orisa as a
Orisa probably did not get banned.
Shining light in the clouds here, and they shut me down last time. So
securing another kill on AznZing, as they're going to be able to force him way back. Freed here is going to be forced to a weird spot. He is really separated from his healers, but he's going to have him there. Behind him, we're seeing
he might get this one killed though.
He's going to push the weird spot. He's going to hold it down. There comes the ult immediately after spawning.
Oh, man.
As Gerbil also pops his. Freed's going to secure one. Raspberry, unfortunately, is also going to go down to
gets a double immediately, though, onto Graphy and Raspberry.
I was going to say, Freed here is going to be in a weird spot. He's got to get the elbows out. He's not going to be able to really maneuver at all.
He's not even trying to contest right now.
Say he's not going to be able to maneuver at all, and that Ramatra is really an issue for Freed.
Yeah, you just got to, I don't know. On a team that's kind of rushing you down like this, you just need to get to Orisa with that shield perk, and then I think you might just be able to hold it down a little better.
Here comes the Kitsune rush, but as Astoria drops the beat for Kent State, those ults are going to pretty much neutralize each other.
Yeah.
And is going to force them back. They're going to be able to eject payload, at least try to protect it a little bit with Raspberry killing directly behind him. AznZing, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to... He's
Duplication onto a Ram.
But unfortunately, Dragon Blade is out from... He's going to go down by Raspberry.
Unfortunately, that block is just not going to help you against Sim there.
No, not quite, as Symmetra is a brutally... He has incredible DPS.
Yeah, she's just a terror right now, especially in the meta, just in general.
I was going to say, definitely one of the top 10, well, not even top 10, probably top 5 strongest DPSs. It's a wonder we haven't seen her more this season. Overall, Freed here is going to be in a rough spot. He will be able to climb up onto here possibly when it's rotated correctly. He's going to have a good opportunity. He's going to brawl off that Ramatra. Unfortunately, as you saw there, he can just pop to a full form.
There's his ult again.
Already,
no, where was that ult going?
The ult just goes flying, not going to be able to quite get the kill there, as Gerbil's going to score another kill on Freed. AznZing is unfortunately not going to be able to win that fight against the end of the side lane. As we see that, Raspberry is going to be able to force forward with it. Only at 3 meters. Doomfist is going to get on point with that Fuyang ult.
The Ramatra is just going to stand fast in front of that.
They know they don't have to deal with it. If they can separate Freed from the healers, nothing they can do. As CMU is going to be forced on a point, 0.65, and unfortunately, CMU is going to
there
fold
was
in round number 3.
damage already, with 17-0.
I was going to say, you saw it there. He had 2 ults in the span of probably not even 2 minutes, which for Ramatra, that takes a while to charge his ult. That is pretty insane overall.
So I guess the strategy adjustment I could recommend against Ramatra here is just the Orisa. Probably a Mei would also definitely be helpful, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, Orisa definitely seems like a good pick here.
And the Ana, it's still not come out at all tonight, and I'm all the more
see it now.
Okay, there it is.
But we also see a ball come out, so
and that's just not what I want to see at all, ever. Actually, that's just the worst thing ever, and you straight up
Ball's fun.
You just kicked me in the face. That's what you did.
Ball
when you put that character on my screen.
Ball's a very fun character. If you know how to play him, he's a highlight machine. But I wonder how practical he actually is.
I mean, there is a distinct lack of CC on Kent State's team right now when it comes to abilities. They don't really have any. But that Life Weaver is probably the Ball's worst nightmare.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's gonna be an issue because he's not really gonna be able to get onto his support.
Yeah.
Because they're just gonna be able to float up into the sky. As we're gonna see the Widowmaker come out here once again from Graphy. That Ramatra will still probably counter him. Great shot though overall from Graphy, as he's gonna be able to manipulate these buildings to really affect. As he's gonna get on top. Great shot there on Life Weaver. as he's going to be able to force him back. Ball is in the action, in the absolute fray right now, as Ramantra is just terrorizing the back line.
Oh, but he is anti right now. I see that. Oh, he got immediately cleansed, though, by the Curie.
That's going to be the big issue.
Oh,
he's going to push him back.
Oh, no, he got immediately bounced on my Graphy. Yeah, there's my issue with playing ball into this comp. I guess they didn't know the Life Weaver would be there, but doesn't help.
Free here, absolutely swarmed under you, switching on Sumatra is going to be able to just neutralize it. Yinda's gonna just eliminate AznZing once again.
Yeah,
on the point.
No, the ball is just.
As we're gonna see the big push here, Freed here is running down the middle of the point. He's gonna get a big charge as he does have a bigger shield with more people around him. He gets a bigger shield. As under review, it's gonna just absolutely terrorize along with Gerbil on the other back line.
Yeah.
Freed here is just gonna get bursted down. Graphy is gonna take out Gerbil, which is a good opportunity to push forward here. Under review is gonna secure one.
Oh, you better watch out. Yeah, that Symmetra's looking right at you.
As soon as you do the Symmetra and you aren't being actively shot at, you have about a second before they realize who you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
As we're gonna see CMU push up, Symmetra taking that high ground. The CMU team with
there's
the half. Here comes Symmetra all out.
Minefield. Who's this gonna hit? Oh, it's gonna hit under.
Unfortunately, here comes the Life Weaver tree. Also out.
Tree of life is
That's
very,
a big tree.
Yeah, it's very hard for free to outdamage that. Gerbil's gonna take out Graphy. Oh wow! Okay,
Gerbil with another kill, taking out AznZing.
I just saw AznZing get absolutely melted there.
That's the disadvantage of playing Echo. You are very durable until you really are not.
You're very nimble, is what you are.
You're very nimble, yes.
But still on the ball, still just, I don't like it. I just really think the Orisa here would probably just benefit them incredibly. I really hope that Nano doesn't go onto that ball. Oh,
it does go on the ball. Ready, set. As Dragonblade is out, the back line is terrified. As he is going to get one. He's going to get two. Not going to get three, I guess. As Freed's going to be forced to run back. Not going to be able to, as Frosty Knight's going to secure the kill on Freed. That Dragonblade is just a disastrous AznZing running for his life while shooting in the face. Graphy with a very nice cleanup there on Yinda as he overextends. Big push here by Freed as he's going to rush into the middle. He does have three around him. The Life Grip is going to be ultra effective, fully out of range. And we can see here the absolute.
Oh, maybe the Ray will die. Okay, there we go.
AznZing is going to secure the kill on Gerbil as the Echo is out. Echo ult.
Here,
Bob's also out. AznZing popping his ult.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
He's going to unfortunately go down to under review as he chases him down a little bit too far. The Baptiste is out as well here from CMU. By Turtles, an interesting pickup.
I don't know if they're gonna. Oh no, that's a big teleport.
That's a big teleport.
That's the worst of teleports.
Everyone is here. Asturia takes out the Immortality Chart. Into Asturia's kill on Graphy, and Gerbil's gonna get a double to really end the fight. Turtle, Freed's running for his life. Raspberry, almost that amount of
He leaves Raspberry behind to die. That's what he does.
Just left him behind.
That average ball player will not help you, man.
They've got 12 seconds. They may be able to touch point here, but their ability to actually survive on it's going to be a little bit questionable.
I don't even know if they'll make it there. Actually, but
no,
Lucio makes it
though. He will also have ult.
Come on.
Oh, there it goes down. He goes down with his minefield. He throws it out at the last second. Unfortunately, not going to get the kill.
The ball will just never work against a comp like this.
Yeah, the ball pick is just a little bit. Just never was really going to work in this situation.
Because the invincibility from Suzu and then the invincibility from Life Grip combined with the pedal platform will just do nothing that you think it will. Will just do everything in its power to genuinely just do everything against you.
Yeah, if you were picking against a really good ball, you would do what they just did. Like, you play the Life Weaver to get up in the sky, and then you play the Symmetra to really just fortify and play a bunker play style. Overall, that was a rough match out of CMU. Not much else to say about it. That was unfortunately a very...
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. No, that was...
I was going to say, no need to sugarcoat it. That was a rough match from CMU today. I mean, overall, there's still a lot to work on from CMU. Unfortunately, we're approaching the end of the season where we're going to be looking into improving stuff going into next year, which is...
Yeah, we will, won't we?
Rough look. Kent State, obviously, they're they're an up and coming program. They're definitely not. They're not Toledo, which is something to be said, which is horrible to say.
I guess they are.
But they are solid overall. They're a good program.
They got quite a tank lineup though.
I say their tank is unequivocally the most important role in Overwatch, and that is why those games.
Yeah.
The tank was really the separator, and that is why every pro team has the best tank they can find. That's why they pay good money for tanks, because if you can find a good tank, you are going to have great. You're going to have a great team going forward. CMU will be looking to improve. Obviously, the team chemistry is still coming along just a little bit. There's still some moments where they can improve, but we don't want to sugarcoat it too much.
Yeah.
In just a moment, we will hear from. Will we hear from one of the players? We're going to the players here. We're going to ask them a couple questions about how well we're going to. We will be right back with one of the players. Please stay with us. And we are here with Mr. Graphy here for a little bit of a player interview post-game. Tell me, it was your home opener today. How are you feeling going into this game?
I felt pretty confident. Knowing it was like a higher level team, I just wanted to get in there and just see what I could do, see how I could work with our team, see if I could push myself even further than I have before.
I was gonna say you were definitely one of the more solid champions overall today. You played very well in a sort of whole team environment, even in as pet loss as that unfortunately was. Coming down to what you are looking for as coming from a practice player where you were practicing, you were scrimming with them constantly, obviously playing that sort of thing. How did it feel stepping into your first match as like sort of gearing up for the day, sitting down at the setup we have out there? What was the feeling? Were the nerves there at all? Were there anything related to that?
No, I wouldn't say there was much nerves in the match to begin with. I think towards the end when we were starting to get a little bogged down, it was getting up there, but I think we're pretty good.
So to say, definitely absolute stone cold killer on a home opener, absolutely devastating. Well, thank you very much for the interview. We appreciate everything you have to contribute to the program, doing everything that you do. Thank you all for watching. Please stay with us on Thursday. Sorry, days of the week mixed up. Thursday we'll be back live for you guys too. Do not forget to subscribe so you get notified whenever we do go live next Thursday. And please have a good night.